What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 17 reunion. Not reunion, I'm sorry. Season 17, Episode 17. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What's the tea and what is going on? So we're going to go ahead and get into the review right about now. I'm not going to waste no time. I'm not going to wait for 5 minutes to go by or anything like that. We're going to go ahead and get into this review literally right now, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the notes. So we're going to start this thing off. Let me go pull out my notes right now. So we're going to start this off with K. Michelle, Shamia, and Pinky. So they were having like a little play date with the girls. I think it's Shamia's daughter, Shia, and I don't remember what Pinky's little girl name is. But they were having a play date. And that was really their first time meeting one another. Like that was the first time that the girls were actually meeting with one another and things like that. So K. Michelle says that she wanted a daughter of her own and things like that. And she wasn't able to get that. It wasn't God's plan for her to have a daughter of her own. But she feels like she's been blessed with these girls as her daughters and things like that. And she will go to war for Pinky and Shamia's daughters. She's going to be Auntie K all day, every day. That is what she said. And I think that's really sweet. And I think that's really nice that she has that kind of relationship with the girls. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I think that that's a really good thing. So, but I wonder if she's still Auntie K now that her and Shamia really ain't speaking anymore. I'm really wondering if that's still the case here. But we're going to move along. We're going to move along. So Pinky mentioned Drew being Angela's hype man at Shamia's Halloween event the previous night. And, Pinky says that, Pinky and K. Michelle pretty much says that Drew always feel like she got to do something. Always got to jump into some type of argument. Always got to, be a hype man for Angela and all of those different things. So honestly, to be real, I definitely agree with the whole notion of, okay, Drew is speaking up for Angela. She is being a lapdog for Angela. The same damn way that they were basically saying that Shamia was doing the exact same thing for Porsha. They pretty much do the same thing. I've been saying this shit all season, that Drew and Angela ain't no different from Shamia and Porsha. I've been saying that for the longest, but whenever I say it, it's a damn issue. I don't understand why it's an issue when I say it, but y'all know that that shit is true. Everybody sees that. So it's just like, why are you speaking? Why are you talking? Like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? Like, what is the thing? What is the thing? What is the big deal? Like, what are we talking about here? But I agree with them 100% when it came down to that. I definitely did. So then Pinky says that with this situation with Shamia and Drew, it's like a tit for tat. Drew gonna do this, you gonna do that, you gonna do this, Drew gonna do that. The whole beef is stupid if you ask me. Like, they really ain't got no real reason to be beefing with one another any goddamn way. It's just the fact that Shamia pretty much inherited this whole beef that Drew and Porsha had, and she decided to insert herself like a tampon in their situation when she really didn't even have to do that. So my thing about the situation is, what are we doing and what are we talking about here? Like, I don't understand why they're beefing, and this shit really could be over. But in my opinion, there's two things that's going on. Drew will not accept Shamia's apology, and she wants to keep the beef going. Shamia keeps apologizing to Drew, but the apologies are not landing. They're both being stubborn, and they both need to leave well enough alone. And to be quite honest, they're both stubborn as Tauruses. They don't see the wrong in neither one of them. So it is what it is. But to be honest, Drew has every right to really be, just like Jamie Destiny said, shout out to my sis, that Drew is the only one in my eyes that really got the right to really be on Drew's head for real. On Shamia's head for real, because of the simple fact that Shamia did insert herself in the issues that Drew was having with Porsha. That is the truth. So then Shamia says that she feels like she's constantly dodging bullets from the ladies in the group. She's constantly feeling like that she's dodging bullets. And she is dodging bullets in a sense, but I just need for Shamia to really stand in her shit when it comes down to it. I really do. Hold on. Because Carl them down. But yeah, so I can honestly see that. Like, I'm like, she really do be doing stuff like that. So, my thing with Shamia is Wait a minute, my mic ain't been plugged up this entire time, and y'all ain't said nothing. Why y'all ain't tell me my mic wasn't plugged up? I didn't even realize my mic wasn't plugged up at all. Hold on, y'all. Let me see where it is. Okay. Oh, my mic is plugged up now. Y'all didn't even tell me my mic wasn't plugged up. But anyway, so the thing with Shamia is she literally be sitting up here, you know, what was I saying? She won't stand in her shit, and I think that is the biggest issue. She don't stand in her shit. Like, she don't know if she want to be the villain or not. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like that is the problem. She says that she's dodging bullets, but my thing is this: if you did something, just stand on it. And I think that is really the breakdown when everything that's going on with Shamia. She don't really stand in her bullshit, and she don't own her shit. And the more, if she owns it more, maybe people will feel better about her, but they don't. But she never owns anything. She just sits there and just do shit and then pretend like she don't know what the fuck going on, and she pretends as if she don't know what the fuck happened. So it is what it is. That's just where it goes. So yeah, I still feel like there is a double standard when it comes down to Shamia, and I still feel like the girls really don't be giving her the time of day, or they do, you know, hold her to a higher standard than they hold everybody else. I still feel that way. But in the same breath, Shamia got to learn how to stand in her shit. If you did, stand in it. If you don't really mean your apology, don't give it to nobody. Because one thing about me is this right here: if I don't feel like you are owed an apology, baby, I'm not gonna give you no motherfucking apology. Just lean into the shit. You said on an interview that you was in your villain era, so be in your villain era. That's what I don't like about people. If you're gonna say I'm the villain, if you're gonna say I'm gonna be the messy person, I'm gonna be the bone carrier, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that, and then when you do it and you get the reaction that you're getting, now you don't understand why people don't like you, and now you're not understanding why the fuck people are reacting to you the way that you are. Stop saying y'all gonna be villains in these situations, and then you turn around and play the victim. You can't be both. You can't be the villain and the victim at the same time. That's just what you can't do. So that's just pretty much the gist of that. So then after that, Shamia says that the horse that Terry brought over to her house was shitting on her lawn, and she pretty much got a fine from the HOA. Now that's what she said. So then after that, K Michelle says that Shamia says that she would defend herself. My thing is this: defend yourself without apologizing. That's all I'm saying. Defend yourself without apologizing. Just defend yourself and just go on about your business and just do what you got to do, because the victim plight is not going to work. Like I keep saying, y'all, I still stand firm on what I've been saying. When it comes down to this Porsha shit, I'm Team Shamia. When it comes down to the Angela shit, I'm still Team Shamia in that particular regard. But I'm gonna call a spade a spade. You are giving victim vibes, and you're not pretty much standing in your shit, and that is the biggest issue. If you would just stand in it, people will respect you more. But people don't respect a person that does shit, but they don't stand in the shit. And then you want to apologize for the shit, and then you're not really, being for real about the apologizing for the shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I see. So we're going to continue on with it. K Michelle says that everyone is invited to her listening party, including Drew. And she was basically saying that her issues with Drew are not that serious. And Drew did something petty to her, and she can move on. K Michelle, girl, you know I love you down. You know I do. I would jump a gate for you in Cyberland all day. But girl, Drew didn't do shit to you. You came into this show with this plot business, and then you brought up Black, and you blamed her for Black even being brought up. She didn't do anything petty to you. If anybody did something petty to anybody, it was you doing the petty shit, Kay. Like, we got to keep it a book, and we got to keep it real. You are the reason why this relationship with Drew is not where it should be, and that's just the bottom line of the situation. So we gotta be honest, and we gotta be real about the parts that we play in these situations. Now, do I think that Drew is fucking innocent in every little thing that goes on? Absolutely not. But K Michelle is definitely not innocent in this particular situation. So it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna move on to Drew. Drew is looking for a house. I don't know what's going on with Ralph. She don't really know if she's gonna be able to stay at that house. She don't really She don't really know if Ralph is gonna allow her to stay in the house. Like, she really don't know what's gonna happen with this situation. She just has no idea right now. And she's just going to look for a house. Drew says that the judge wants to give her she says she wants the judge to give her the home.
She feels like she is the primary parent, but now Rap has temporary custody. He's making her look like a bad mom because she's always away and all those different things. So at this point, Drew starts crying because, you know, she loves her kids and her kids are her world, and she never wants her kids to feel like she's not there for them. And regardless of what anybody says, any mother would feel that way about their fucking kids. I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like she ain't got no right to feel a way about that. She got every right to feel that way about her kids. Like any mother would feel that way about their kids. Like they don't want to be away from their kids, or they don't want to be looking like, you know, a mom that is not, you know, doing their thing as a parent, you know, because some mothers really do love their children. You know, there are some parents that would rather do other shit than be a mom. But I do think that Drew really is a mom to her kids. But it is kind of fucked up that Ralph is putting her in this particular bind in this situation. But I'm glad that she got her mom to be there for her. I did not realize that her mother was about to be 81 years old. Mother Superior looks great to be 81 years old. So shout out to Mother Superior for that, you know, that fountain of youth that she absolutely has. Okay, so shout out to Drew and Mother Superior. But, you know, although Drew has gotten on my nerves this season just a little bit, I really do feel bad for her in this particular situation. I just don't think that any woman really deserves to be going through the things that she's going through in regards to this situation with Rap. And I do think that Rap is a bitch ass nigga, honestly. But I've always said that, regardless of how fine I thought he was, he's still a bitch ass nigga. But bitch ass niggas aren't fine to me, so he's no longer fine to me. So people can stop assigning Rap to my roster. And I got a man anyway, so Rap can't be a part of my damn roster. But Rap is a bitch ass nigga, and he's no longer attractive to me. That's just the basis of the situation. So we get into Kelly and Phaedra. They prepare for Kelly's hearing, and when Phaedra asked Kelly how does she feel about seeing her ex-husband at the hearings on tomorrow, she gets emotional. You know what I mean? Like she gets pretty emotional about said situation. And to be honest, I kind of feel like this is the craziest thing because Drew and Kelly are both going through similar situations, and you would think that they would be bonding over the fact that they got some ain't shit ass ex-husbands that's trying to, you know, do things to keep them from being great. So I don't understand why they're not cool or why they can't be cool. But I think a lot of it has a lot to do with Kelly, because Kelly felt like she needed to involve herself in these situations with Kelly and Shamia when she with Shamia and what's her name? Shamia and Drew when she really didn't have to. You know, that's the same thing basically that, you know, Drew, you know, that I say Drew and Angela does, and the things that Shamia was doing with Porsha, always jumping in shit. Like, regardless of what their besties are doing with their other besties, they're literally going through the same damn thing. So I don't understand why they're not bonding, or why they're not friendly, or why they're not helping each other through this situation, being that they're going through the same thing. But I think a lot of that has to do with Kelly and the fact that Kelly is, you know, Kelly always feels the need to have to speak for somebody. I think that's pretty much what the basis of that is. So then Phaedra gives Kelly a bra to wear to the hearing, because Kelly don't never wear no bra. And like I told y'all, when I saw Kelly at Candy's thing that night when she was with Shamia, she didn't have on no bra then, and them titties was like out and they were down. They wasn't sagging, but they were out, and you could tell she ain't had no goddamn bra on. I'm like, damn, Kelly got some big ass titties. God damn, them titties big as fuck, and they shiny. I'm like, okay, you must got you some titty grease or something to put on them titties, because they look good, but they were shiny, like they were brand new titties or something. Like, god damn, she got some big ass titties. Like, what the fuck? But I'm glad Phaedra gave her a goddamn bra because she needed. So anyway, moving on. Drew throws Mother Superior a birthday party. Okay. At first it was a situation where she had asked Ralph, could she have the party at the house? But Ralph said, hell no. He being a petty ass. He, like I said, he being a bitch ass nigga right now. So therefore, he's not trying to let her have shit. And regardless of them, you know, him and Mother Superior having their damn issues, you feel what I'm saying? He could have let Drew have that party at the house. Like, he literally could have done that. But, you know, whatever, girl. Anyway, so then Drew, let me see. So then after that, Phaedra, Porsha, and Angela, they arrived to the party. The other girls did not get any invites. and they show up. So then they start talking about Terry and the horse. And basically Drew said she didn't even know that Terry knew the address that she was at. She didn't even know that he was gonna bring her a damn horse because he been playing games with her, and she ain't really got no time to be playing any type of games with this man at this particular point. Like, she ain't got no time for that at all. And so I'm like, yeah, because if he been ghosting you, baby girl, you don't need to be talking to him. Like, and that's the thing that I'm so glad that right now I'm not in a dating game anymore. I'm actually cuffed at this moment. I'm not in a dating game anymore. But the thing about the dating game that used to kill me is that when a motherfucker ghosts you, that shit used to kill the fuck out of me. Like, why waste my time? Like, why waste my motherfucking time? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why have me all amped up thinking I'm finna have a man, and the next thing you know, you don't talk to me no more? Like, that's the craziest shit in the world. Like, if the shit ain't working, just say it ain't working. I cannot stand a nigga that likes to ghost people. That is the craziest shit in the world. I don't do the ghosting. I just don't do it. But yeah, he's cut off, as Drew said, and he should be cut off. So then Drew says that she's preparing for the court date with Ralph. She's hoping things go in her favor and go in the right way. And she says that, you know, she got a friend now. So we don't know who the friend is. She don't want to discuss who the friend is, but we want to know who the friend really is. And then Dr. Ken comes over and hugs all on Phaedra. They hugging on each other and moaning and going, like, just fuck at the party. Why don't you? Like, it was so weird to me. Oh my God. Anyway, then Drew performed her new song. And I normally like Drew's songs because I have her songs on. I have her I Did It To Me album on my phone. I love that whole album. I love her song I Got Five on it. And then I love her Throw Us Away record. Like, I love all of those, but I didn't really too much care for the birthday song. I didn't really care for the birthday song, literally, like, at all. I didn't. But but that's just one miss for me. But most of her songs are hits to me, so I don't really have an issue. So then we're gonna get into Shamia. So Shamia invites Daphne over. Now, Daphne is her new surrogate at this moment in time. That's her new surrogate. And she says that the medication that she's been taking, her body is receptive to the medication. So I guess that's good news for Shamia and Gerald. And Gerald is very excited, very happy with the situation. And he said that they're both gonna be there for Daphne. So then, Shamia pretty much introduces Daphne to her family, to her mama, to her daddy, like literally everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she pretty much introduce her to everybody to make her feel comfortable and things like that. So the next thing you know, Shamia becomes emotional over the situation because of all the things that she's pretty much gone through with this whole thing. Like, she's been going through a lot of shit with this whole surrogate journey, and now she knows that Gerald wants a son, and they're down to one male embryo, and she doesn't know how this is going to work, but she's hoping that she gives her husband what he wants, because she says her husband is always her rock, always there for her, always doing this, always doing that for her, and she just want to be able to give her husband what he wants the same way he does for her. So it's a stressful thing, and she doesn't know how things are going to be if she's not able to give him that son that he's always wanted. And I understand where Shamia coming from. Like, I get it, and I'm not going to be one of them people that like, well, you already knew what you were signing up for when you married him. Like, that don't matter. The girl is stressing because she wants to give her damn husband a son, and that's just what it is. So let's not do that to her. Like, and this is where my cape for Shamia actually comes in there. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I really hope that Shamia and Gerald, if they don't shut up. But anyway, so all I'm saying is that I just want them to know. I just want them to get what they want from the situation and just continue on with life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's it. So then after that, we're gonna get into Porsha. So Sway comes over And you know, Sway pretty much asks where they stand because she's not a fan of being a part of a love triangle. Like she's not, you know, happy about that at all. Like she wants to be with Porsha and Porsha only. She don't want to be competing for her affection with a man. You feel what I'm saying? Or anybody for that matter. And you know, that is when Scotty, who was that? That's Nikki and them downstairs, child. They didn't even tell me they was coming over here. Like literally once I get ready to do my damn live, you feel what I'm saying? They want to be down there screaming and shit. Oh, but you just know I'm finna cuss they ass the fuck out as soon as I get off of here. But anyway, so Mike said that Porsha said that Mike scared her because she said that kids was a deal breaker and that he's in love with her. And he said it way too quickly. You feel what I'm saying? And so she's pretty much afraid of that. But at this particular moment, though, while Sway is asking Porsha if she's still dating other people, that's when Porsha said, well, ain't you dating other folks? And she was like, well, not really. I still engage with them, but I ain't saying that I'm dating them or anything like that. So they both got shit going on. So then, you know, but then that's when Porsha says that Mike has an issue with the Sway and Porsha of it all. So he mad at her right now because she walking around here with Sway, but that's just pretty much the gist of it. So, you know, whatever. So then we're going to get into Angela. So Angela says that the Decatur home is now rented. She did her fan photo shoot and things like that. And so that's done. What's her name? What is Angela's daughter's name? I keep forgetting that girl name, but her daughter's wife is absent from the dinner. They call her. She apologizes to Angela. Angela starts breaking down, and then they start having a conversation and stuff about that. I still feel like there's a lot of missing pieces to this whole story involving Angela, her daughter, in this marriage. I still feel like we really ain't seen nothing of the sort of this damn story. All we really seen is Angela and her nose get involved with whatever's going on with Shamia. And I feel like that we could have seen way more of this than we saw of that. So I really ain't got much to say about that scene. And I'm just going to go ahead and say that the season finale was pretty mild. So I really don't have much to go with to talk about on this particular episode, pretty much. So this live is probably going to be about 30 minutes, to be honest. And I didn't want to, you know, and plus I got company downstairs, so they just popped up. So I'm trying to get this shit done so I can go down there and engage with everybody. But it really wasn't that much to discuss. Now, was it? Okay, so then after that, we get into K Michelle's listening party. Now, I've always loved K Michelle's sister, Shayla. Shayla looks just like K Michelle, and they sound just alike. And Shayla is so fine to me. Like, I'm not into women in the least bit, but that damn Shayla is fine as a motherfucker, okay? Like, period. Like, you know how I used to say when I was reviewing Love and Hip Hop that I love me some Ashley and I'd get her pregnant if I was into women? That's how I feel about Shayla. Like, Shayla is sexy as fuck to me, okay? Sometimes I don't be knowing what be wrong with me. Like, I ain't into women in the least bit, but that's a fine motherfucker, okay? Like, just saying. But she gives Kay words of encouragement. She's very happy for Kay. Kelly says that the case didn't happen due to the ex-husband filing motions against, you know, Fulton County and stuff like that. So that's pretty much going to push everything back and, you know, pretty much cause a bunch of delays for this particular case. So then Shamia serves Drew with this shit about all of this stuff with this damn horse shit from the HOA. And, you know, Drew says that she don't think that this shit is real. She thinks that this is corny and things like that. So, you know, I don't know, but HOHs are nosy. Like, we have an HOH out here. They're nosy. They're going to send you a damn fine if they feel like you need to do something. They're going to give you as a citation. They're definitely going to give you a citation, like, period. So that's just what they're going to do. So I don't see why she think it's corny, because it's not. So then Porsha arrives with Sway. And we find out that Sway and Porsha are definitely official. They're officially a couple. And so everybody's happy for Porsha. You know, everybody's saying, you know, K Michelle was like, girl, you better do right by my friend. You know that's my friend, girl. You know that's my friend. I'm like, well, judged by that reunion, y'all ain't goddamn friends, but that's a whole nother story within it. So then, so that's how we find out about them. So then Kay starts performing her records. She performed Jack Daniels, which is what she put out last year. And then she just put out a song called Jesus and Whiskey and Jesus, whatever the name of it is. That's her new country record that she just put out. And then not to mention, she also did like VSOP. So while she's out there performing, she was giving Drew the mic. And I just felt like Drew was just being shady. You know, like I get that Kay has been shady as fuck to Drew this entire season, but they had so many pleasantries. They told each other that they loved each other. And I'm thinking, okay, we're going to move forward. But even in the audience, it just felt like Drew was looking for a moment. And I felt like Drew wanted to create a moment because she had them damn, you know, DMs on deck pretty much. Like she had them sitting there ready to expose. You feel like she had them ready. So I felt like she knew what she was coming to do. She wasn't coming to celebrate Kay. She was coming in there to start some shit. That's what she was coming in there to do. But that's whatever, you know. So then Kay pays tribute to the women. The girls all love on each other. And then by the end of it, that's when Kay was like, this girl is crazy. Then Drew was like, no, you're crazy. And then they start going back and forth. And that's when Kay said, well, no, it was just the same way that it was when you tried to make it seem like I knew that man and I didn't know him. That's the next thing you know, that is when Drew pulls out their phone with the DMs. But those are the exact same DMs that Kay showed the first time. And I just need for people to know something here. And this is something that me and T had went back and forth about at the beginning of the season. There's a lot of people that write me in my DMs and I may respond to them. That don't mean I know them. There's people that you know, like if I post like some music or something in my story, they'll respond to my, like, because they follow me. So they'll respond to my story and stuff, and we'll have a cute little kiki about music. We are social media buddies. We don't know each other. Me and Black ain't friends. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that's what K. Michelle was trying to say. So then I didn't understand the need of Drew, you know, trying to expose these damn DMs, because the DM exposure really didn't do anything. I really felt like it fell flat, just like she fell flat on her ass on that floor and all that stuff. So it's just like I didn't even understand the whole purpose of that. Like I don't know if it's just me, but the moment that she was trying to give, it really wasn't giving a goddamn moment. Like the moment really wasn't a moment. Like she thought she was giving something and she didn't give a goddamn thing, but made herself look crazy to me. That's just all I'm saying. She goes out there with Porsha and stuff like that. She says the girl is crazy. She's been lying. She's been doing this. She's been doing that, and yada yada yada. So I just feel like this whole K. Michelle and Drew of it all was just stupid. It's been stupid from the very beginning. So it's stupid to me. Like this whole beef is stupid. It's stupid for Kay to ever constantly be bringing up the fact that Black was in the DM. It's stupid for Drew to keep talking about it. It's stupid for Kay to keep talking about it. It's stupid for Kay to be treating Drew a certain type of way when it really wasn't no real problem. Like the whole beef is stupid. That's why when Drew was walking to her car, that's when Kay was like, "Bye, Drew, love you," and it was so damn funny. I'm like, Kay is fucking certifiable. That is one crazy motherfucker right there. Like she's like, bye, Drew, love you. Like, what the fuck? Now you love the girl? Then they get ready to take a picture. And then Drew went to the car, but then she came back to take the group photo. And then Angela and Kelly started going back and forth. And, you know, Angela started asking Porsha and Shamia if they good. And then, you know, Porsha said, we good over here. There go Angela in her nose being messy as fuck like she always doing. But you know, the Saints are gonna say that she's only pushing a story and she's only doing her job. Well, I'm doing my job right now by calling her ass out on her shit. And that's exactly what the fuck she's doing, being messy as fuck. Okay. But the difference between Angela and Shamia is that Angela was standing in it, the fact that she's a messy ass bitch. That's what she'll do. Like she'll stand 10 toes into it. But that's the problem that people have. That's the what is going on? Hold on, y'all. I just got a DM from Harold, which is one of my moderators. And has anybody seen Harold commenting? Because he said that he's been trying to comment in this chat and his comments ain't showing up and stuff like that. Because I definitely don't see him in here. I don't see Harold at all commenting at all. Now, I don't know if somebody might have made a mistake and like hid his comments or something. I don't know. But while we're live, I'm definitely about to see. Let me do that because I don't need Harold to be blocked or anything like that. But I don't see him. He just DM me asking me. So let me go see. Now if he's shadow banned and I don't know nothing about that, there's really nothing I can do about a person being shadow banned. But the only thing that I could do is check and see if he was blocked or something. Let me see. Let me see something. He said he don't even see his wrench. That's crazy too. Why ain't got no wrench? Hidden users. Let me see. Was he hidden? Let me check. I hate to do this while we're live, but I gotta make sure. He was hidden. Who hid him? Who did that? Now I gotta go back and yeah, he was hidden. Who the fuck did that? That shit crazy. Harold, if you're here, try to comment now. Let me save it. If you're here, try to comment now, Harold. Somebody had to hide him. I don't know who did it. Let me DM him back. Okay, but he's not hidden anymore. But yeah, so that was pretty much the finale of it all. That was the finale, y'all. So I don't know how Harold got hidden, y'all. That really bothered me because I'm like, I don't even see him in the goddamn moderators thing. Like, who did that? Like, who would do that? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't see him as a moderator or nothing. He need to comment so I can make him a moderator again. Scotty, you are the only one that can do that. But I didn't, too feisty. That's what I'm telling you. I didn't. I haven't hidden nobody in quite some time now. Hold on. Let me go ahead and give him his wrench back. Oops. Let me change that too, because remove as standard moderator. Let me add as moderator, managing moderator. There you go. So you should have your stick again because I just gave it back. But anyway, you guys, I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here, you guys. I'm sorry about that, Harold. I don't know how that happened, but I definitely did not do that. I don't know how the hell that happened, but you got your wrench back and everything. So when you come in, you should see your blue marker back up again. But I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here and cuss everybody out downstairs for yelling while I was live. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. All right. So with that being said, I am out of here and I will see you guys at some point on tomorrow. But be on the lookout for the Whether You Like It or Not panel. It will be on T's page. With that being said, you guys,